how would you feel if you heard some horrendous news through the form of Facebook or Twitter or any of the different social media outlets? This is something that has come up time and time again, where my officers are going to scenes, traumatic incidents, and people are whipping their phones out and taking photos or videoing and not using their phone to call for help, which is what they should be doing. It causes a huge amount of distress, not only to the victims of these incidents, but also to the staff who are attending, who feel completely helpless, feel that they can't do their job properly, and worry about what kind of impact that's going to have, not only for the community at large, but also for that victim's family. For me, my personal experience and professional experience of this was I was a sergeant and I had to go to the scene of a sudden death. It was a 15-year-old boy, and he unfortunately was found unfortunately deceased. On attendance, we tried to work on him, we tried to do CPR. Unfortunately, nothing could be done to save his life. We then were made aware that there were social media posts that had been put up by the young adults who had located him in the first instance. We didn't know whether that included a photo, but we did know that they'd included his name. We then knew that we had his parents who lived a couple of streets away from the scene, and that they needed to be told. So I had to physically run from the scene of his death to the parents' address. I had to intercept somebody who was on their way to give that family their condolences. Now, they did that with the greatest will, and it was because they'd seen it on social media and they wanted to express their concern, but they had no idea that they would have been actually delivering that news. And I had to, thankfully, I intercepted them and told them, please just wait. We are taught as police officers that when we give a death message, we do so calmly, concisely, and in a dignified way that is becoming of the police service. I didn't do that day, and that was because it was taken away from me by some people who put something on social media without any thought or any consideration for what that would have done to the family. And it took the dignity away from that poor boy. If I can stop one person doing this and thinking before they post, then I would have made a difference. And that is in keeping with exactly what the South Wales Trauma Network as an initiative is trying to make a difference, which is essentially what we're all trying to do. Use your phone to call for help. Don't use it to record. It's not your news to share. It's not something that you put on Facebook for likes. This is someone's life. This is someone's loved one. Please think about the impact of what you're doing. That could be your mother, your father, your son, your daughter. How would you feel?